Hello, fellow YouTubers. LegoWC Stop Motioner here. Welcome to viewers new and old. And in today's video, I figured I'd go in and cover all the Transformers stuff that has been revealed this week. So, without any further delay, let's just get right into it. So I'm going to start things off with the repack of Studio Series Rise of the Beasts. You know what? I'm just not going to say his name. Regardless, if you didn't get this figure and you're still interested in it, here you go. I have to say I'm kind of bummed that they didn't update the look to look more like the final movie. That would have been kind of nice if they'd done that. But whatever. Let's just move on. Right, next up we have Transformers One Thundercracker, which it looks okay. I think the head sculpt is pretty nice, but I heard the Starscream isn't very good, so I doubt this figure is going to be an upgrade to that. And I'm just kind of out on the Transformers 1 stuff right now. Love that movie, but the figures have just been way too hit or miss. So this is probably going to be a pass. I will say the overall look, though, it's not bad. Save for jet mode. I think it looks pretty solid. I like it. It's neat looking. And then there he is with the packaging, which looks fine. It's just kind of whatever. Yeah, not a terrible looking figure, just I haven't heard good things about this mold, and as a result, I'm not exactly interested. Then here we have Age of Extinction Bumblebee in the Studio Series line. It's nice to see them finally covering some of the later Michael Bay movies. I don't really like this design for Bumblebee, though. So, as a result, I'm not super interested in this figure. And even in addition to that, his legs look really messy. I do not like how his legs, the lower legs look. The rest of the figure looks okay, but again, I just don't like this design for Bumblebee. What I want, and what I hope we get eventually, is a proper update of the high-octane Bumblebee design, because I love that design. Like, Age of Extinction is just such a weird case for me with the character designs. It's got some of my absolute least favorite designs in the Michael Bay movies, but then it also has some of my favorites. It's really weird. But regardless, this is not one of my favorites, so I will probably not be getting this. Camaro mode looks fine. I don't really have too much to complain about with it. There he is in the packaging. So yeah, I'm not planning to get this figure. Not a huge fan of the design, and honestly not a huge fan of how the figure itself looks. Then here we have Transformers One Soundwave, which honestly this doesn't look too bad. Again, I don't know if I'll be getting it just since I've been skipping a lot of Transformers 1 stuff, but this is a pretty solid looking little Soundwave. I think it's pretty neat. His alt mode is kind of nothing, but hey, I've seen worse nothings. This is one of the better nothings that Soundwave has ever turned into. So that's something. Which way is that thing supposed to be facing though? I mean, it looks like the cassette thing is the front, but not the cassette, the door for the Walkman mode, whatever you call that. I guess that's supposed to be the front. I don't know, kind of weird. And there he is in the packaging. So yeah, not a bad looking figure, just probably not one that I'll be getting, but we'll see. Next up we have Evasion mode Optimus, and this is an example of one of my favorite designs from Age of Extinction. I think this is a really nice blend of, more Bayverse looking Optimus in robot mode, but a more G1 looking Optimus in truck mode. And I like this design, and I like that they still gave it more color than how he looked in the movie. The colors are still kind of washed out though, and I appreciate it for that. I still don't know if I'll be getting this figure, but it doesn't look too bad from what we can see. Truck mode is okay. The back, from what we can see, looks like it may not be great, but I don't know, it might look okay in other images. Then there he is in the packaging. It's not a definite buy, but this doesn't look too bad. I might get this. And then here we have the Age of the Primes Commander Class Jetfire. They're really trying to get me to want this Armada stuff, aren't they? I've said multiple times, I'm not a huge fan of that show, but I do really like the character designs, and I'm I'm trying my best to not want these figures of them, because I won't deny these figures of them that they've been making look really cool. And that's the case here. I mean, this is a really nice, just chunky boy. I really like that. And I think the head sculpt is cool. It kind of gives him a more ninja look. Comes with a bunch of mini cons. I did recently start watching the Japanese version of Armada with more accurately translated English subtitles. We'll see if third time's the charm, because I tried watching this show twice before and just could not get into it. Gonna see if watching the Japanese version changes my mind at all. We'll see. Because, if I do end up getting into this show somehow, if I miraculously end up really liking it, then I don't need to feel bad about getting these figures. Yeah, we'll see. Shuttle mode looks nice. Really like the looks of it. But of course, the main attraction here is the pants he turns into for Optimus Prime. And that does look pretty cool, I gotta say. I like it. That Optimus looks cool. And I know he is supposed to be getting reissued, so that's another reason I want to see if I do want to get into getting these figures or not. I don't know, I've been kind of going back and forth past few years. Yeah, this looks pretty nice. And there he is in the packaging. It's crazy that we're getting 2 commander classes in the Age of the Primes line this year. That could be because there isn't going to be a Titan class in it this year. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. And I have to say, I'm personally more interested in Onslaught just because I have more attachment to the character. But this looks like way better value. That Onslaught cut so many corners. This looks like just a nice, good bang for your buck. Still, probably not worth $100, but if I didn't have any character bias and I was just basing it on what looks like a better figure, this is definitely the one I would go for. Just objectively, that's how I would think. But anyway, there's all the Transformers or stuff that has been revealed this week. Overall, some okay looking stuff. Nothing that I'm like, oh wow, I need to get that as soon as possible. But there's some kind of cool looking stuff here. I might get Evasion mode Optimus. Maybe on Armada Jetfire. We'll see. Because I need to make sure that I need to check if I want to commit on getting the Armada updates or not. Anyway, that's pretty much going to do it for me for now. Please let me know what you think of this stuff in the comments, what your favorite reveal was, what your least favorite reveal was, what you think you'll be getting and skipping, and all that good stuff. And if you like this video, please be sure to like, share, subscribe, and God bless. And cut. Okay, glad I got all that covered. Should be good for a little while until more Transformers stuff gets... Here we go again.